So for those of you who don't keep up with the meta, on patch 11.14, Riot Games decided to do a little mini rework on Irelia's kit. They changed all of her base numbers, they changed all the stats on her abilities, and this led to an obsession with WMax Irelia. I did a little video on Chovy, how he was abusing it in solo queue. Now moving on to patch 11.15, they decided, hey, the WMax is too much. This champion's kit's too strong, let's take a little bit of damage away. And now everybody is going back to QMax Irelia. This champion, guys, it's still very strong. One guy in particular, FAKER, I think he's played 25 Irelia games in the last 10 games, which for him with his busy scrim schedule is insane. The guy just, every single opportunity he gets in solo queue, the guy is playing the champion. Now he's got around about a 50% win rate, but he is limit testing on the champion today when I watched 2 of his games. This guy, come on, man. Like watching FAKER's Irelia, it doesn't get much cleaner than that. One of them are going to be from his point of view, so if you don't really... Some people I know have problems with watching from FAKER's point of view because you'll see why in the game. I'm going to do a second game, just a normal viewing without all of his input. So without further ado, let's jump straight on the Summoner's Rift. Coming onto the Rift now, guys, the first game will be from his point of view. The second just will be an overall view where you're not seeing his inputs. So if you have a little bit of issues with like motion sickness or like prone to seizures or something, like this is probably not your video to go for with FAKER's Irelia here in the first game. The second game, guys, skip forward to that if you're looking for it. But for those that can handle it, we're playing Irelia into Sylas. The matchup is very spicy, lots of kill pressure. Now this APM that you're seeing, a lot of it is not that valuable information. It's more habit for FAKER. When he's spamming tab a lot of the times, or just simply going through like an F key toggle somewhere, sometimes he's not actually gathering the information. It's more him just getting into the habit, the routine of things. You don't need this level of APM to get challenge or to get high level. There's plenty of challenges, you know, that are higher rank than FAKER that have probably half of his APM, you know. It just comes down to what you're comfortable with, and familiarizing yourself with that. As you can see, he's getting a slow shove into the Sylas. You want the lane very long when you're playing this Irelia, because you want more space for you to gap close where you can look for these all-ins. And now FAKER's running teleport. I think below master tier, guys, I think even like, if you're not a pro player, just run that ignite for this lane. You have so much kill pressure, and by not going ignite, you're going to miss out on a lot of lethals in lane. So I think it's very important in the lower elos. Like ignite, super straightforward. It's very simple. Teleport, there's so many different things that you need to think about to how to use it properly. It's a very long cooldown, and a lot of the time people just waste it, you know? It's wasted for really no value gained, where Ignite's much lower cooldown, and it's simple and straightforward. So I think for those lower level players, Ignite can be your go-to. As he gets the hard shove in, looking for the roam across onto the Viego now. Really nice timing on that. Didn't get anything from it, but you can see in theory he collapsed the wave, looked for the roam, he was there first. Only missed 1 CS out of the first few waves, which I like. Now FAKER usually goes for the Blade of the Ruin King into Mythic, which is usually the Gore Drinker. You can go situational 3rd, 4th, it really depends into your comp. I've seen some things like Wit's End if you're into fully AP comp. As the wave will slow shove back into FAKER here. Why do they have a Draven top? That guy's crazy. And I want to see if he tries to freeze this wave. It's a very large wave. You're going to have to chunk it out. And he's playing super passive, yeah. Enemy jungler's probably mid bot side, so he's just hovering back. This wave will crash. I don't think you can't really... There's too many minions here for the freeze, I think. It's just going to slowly crash under the tower. Just be super aware when a huge wave is crashing like this. If the enemy jungle is across in that brush there, a lot of the times when a massive wave is crashing and they're playing super aggro, you're like, dude, what the hell are they doing? They're going to try and kill you and deny this whole wave. As I'm taking bets if he misses a single creep on this wave. I'm saying no. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, 0. CSing on Irelia is so goddamn satisfying. TP comes out bot side. I think that was the Sylas TP. FAKER gets the back in, and now he'll look for the teleport into the bot side. He's like 3 creeps from 6. It's super awkward, actually. Head back. Has that... Oh my god, he has an insane TP flank. But it doesn't... Okay, he doesn't go for the flank. Because it's not... I think that flank was... It wasn't a sure thing. He would have had to blow his flash, and maybe he wasn't going to come up with anything. Maybe best 1-for-1. So he just waits, and now he's going to teleport top for the flank on the Draven. Good night, sweet prince. You're done. 2. Has the reset from the E. Level 6 now. We'll run back into the mid lane. Should ping missing. Oh, wait. Silas is here? What? Hits that ult instantly. Has the reset. Silas steals the Irelia ult, and he opts away. Very reserved. He makes his decisions so quick. There's no hesitation. His decision is already made. Do you know what I mean? When he doesn't chase around for kills. He doesn't hesitate. It's just, he makes it instantly. Doesn't waste any time. That's how you need to be playing League of Legends. Even if you're making the wrong call, guys, make it instantly. I prefer you do that and look at the VOD than you to hesitate. Say, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I do it? 20 seconds has passed. It's like, dude, come on. Make the wrong call and then learn from it. Make the decisions. Be a man. As we are 10 CS per minute already. And unlikely to drop below that this game. Still has flash, but there's just no kill pressure at the moment with that ult. Now, Faker in the LCK has been doing pretty decent work, but he's essentially become a Rise one-trick, guys, if you haven't seen the LCK. He hasn't really been playing many super interesting champions. I think he spoke about it a little bit. Oh, as a nice little trade comes through. Silas hits the ultimate. He's just going to gap it. He plays these these map holders, like Rise, like Galio. Twisted Fate works as well, where he can kind of just communicate and he can hold the team macro-wise as the E goes wide, W. Oh, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get this. Nidalee Spear is a little bit too far away. He likes to play champs like Rise, and he essentially just EQs, he clears the wave, and he just sets his team up for macro success, you know? He plays the map, he gets his team into the right areas, and it's just very simple, you know? You just throw in some CC out. Great wave clear. And it's sad, like, I'd love for Faker to start playing crazy champs more like Irelia back in the day like Zed, but... Oh my god, ult comes out, Q's onto the wave. That was really nice. I'm pretty sure... Let me check. I think he hid that E as he Q'd on the animation. Do you see that? So he had the E first, and as he Q'ing in, he E'd again, hit the animation. Nice little solo kill there by Faker. 20 CS lead or so. We'll head back. What's the buy? What's the buy? What's the buy? Pickaxe. Pickaxe and... Double dagger, yes sir. Blade of the Rune King is really nice for Irelia. Great sustain, great all-in capabilities. Enemy team doesn't really have any tanks, but it's not about that. You just want to be getting as much humanly possible damage as you can in the early game on Irelia to snowball and open it up. As Faker's hovering around about 600 LP Grandmaster in Korea. I think he hit 900 or so LP, but he's been dropping a bit now. These go wide. Has so many Qs here if he needs to get out. And when you play Irelia, you'll notice your auto attacks are very long. So if you haven't played much Irelia before, boys, and you see this video and start spamming it, just know that your auto attack range is longer than most melee champs. So just make sure to weave these in as much as possible, and don't think that you need to be literally on top of them to hit it, because you can be a little bit, you can have a fair gap between you and the enemy champ and still be hitting them autos. And I think we did see Chovy spam. I think Chovy played maybe 2 games of Irelia in the LCK. He had some great 1v1s. But I don't think he got the win. I think he actually lost. And that was on last patch when, before the W nerfs. So it's probably unlikely we'll be seeing any more Irelia in high level play for a while, especially in pro. Like, I mean, there's mid laners who can bring it out, but it's just such a risky pick. I don't see the need to use it. Oh, they land? Doesn't want to risk it. Doesn't have Merc, so if he gets hard CC'd by Salas with Leona, he's done. $100 CS at 10. Pretty much the perfect game. WMAX second, of course. It's still a great ability. In top side.
탑을 좀 많이 가졌어야 됐나 보네.
As ult. Nidalee's gonna die. Is Faker able to clean it up? Ah? Oh my god, why would the Nidalee go into range for that Q? Moves in for the double. The Nidalee, the Viego, sorry. Faker played that very patiently. He was gonna blow the flash there for the Q over, but the Viego stole Nidalee and it actually put him closer to Faker. So Faker's like, okay, thanks buddy. Cheers for that. You could see him hovering. He was thinking about like E-flash queuing or something, so gets to save that flash. Head back. Get the Blade of the Ruin King. Probably Mercs as well. Boots? What boots we got? Oh, okay. Goes for the Grievous Wounds that I talked about earlier. It works very well into the Sylas, but also the Viego. And I guess the Draven. What is Draven going? Does Draven go Essence into Shield Bow these days? I feel like he does. You can't tell me that Irelia, it feels so nice at this position. Like a sugar glider just running through the waves. Hard shove into the top side. Draven has like, how many deaths does Draven have, by the way? He's almost not even worth roaming on at this point. Oh, he's 1 in 3. He's still worth gold. For some reason I thought Draven was like 1 in 6 or something. But it's only 4 kills to 6, so... We're so far up in levels, actually. How nice. Not really much happening on the map. Now's the time, if you can, to try and steal away some jungle camps, by the way. If you could steal away your own junglers... Oh? Was he spotted there? Pinging the Sylas away. Has TP? Has TP? Might try and opt for it here. He moves out. He can TP behind if he wants, right? Not gonna call it. I thought he had TP behind. Wasn't there a Nidalee trap? He's just gonna go and wait. And he won't take his eyes off this bot side fight. Like, if there's an opening there, he's instantly teleporting in. Makes the call that the mid lane plates are a sure thing. So he goes for that. Anybody? Does anyone want some? Sylas wants some. Come on, Faker. Wait for it. E lands, still has the Q, hits that, gets the reset. Good one, Sylas. Late to boot. Now, we're still on the hunt looking for the Draven.
왠지 나까지 가져야 될 것 같은 느낌인데.
Irelia base MS is so high, by the way. Nice little pickup. Gets the assist. Almost 2,000 gold to spend. What's the move?
무슨 일이 일어날지 몰라.
You can see him looking at the enemy comp, trying to decide. Goes for steel cap, decides he needs to try and counteract some of the Kai'Sa damage. He's going to run back into the lane. Kai'Sa's 3-0. Draven. I mean, that makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. I thought he'd go Mercs just because I thought maybe trying to negate some of that CC from the Rel to get picked up. But Irelia has some tenacity from her runes. And then you've got some reduced auto attack damage for these bloody ADs. One shutdown onto the Kai'Sa, and I think the game's done. The Fakers Irelia, he's going to be a problem. Blue buff's up. I think you should drop it. I think like dropping into the side lane here and putting Ashe and Leona mid would probably be the best option, I reckon. Okay, Viego, settle down there, buddy. Leona. Oh. Viego ults out. Silas steals away the Leo ult. Nearly spear lands. Nothing really going to happen. Ashe does have arrow, though. He's pinging it. Come on, go! Pull it! Here we go. And it lands. We have ultimate. Wouldn't be surprised if Faker just holds out, waits for the CC, and then goes in with the ultimate. And he does. Huge ult hits. Looking for them resets. Has the passive stacking. Flash? Any flash Qs? Oh, yeah. So fucking close, man. Probably should have been a double. I think there was definitely a way if he instantly flashed over that wall, but he didn't know which way they went. There's no vision. Manual level, nice. Looking for the gore drinker, I think. And now we drop into the side lane. It's actually, this is gonna be, he's gonna be so big now. Dropping into the side, nobody can match him. He has a 2-level advantage on the enemy mid. And now in side lane, we know what happens. You gather so much resource. Hello, Draven. Come here, buddy. Oh. I think they started it too early. You should wait for Faker to shove this wave and the next one, probably. Look at the map control, man. But alas, we shoved the wave. Draven is still here, by the way. This E lands to kill. He E flashes. Oh, that was clean. Surprises the Draven. Decides it's worth it, because if he gets the kill now, he can just run through bot side. Has TP, looking for it. Instantly TPs across. Has ultimate. Let's see if he goes. Instantly hits that ultimate. E goes wide, looking to get onto the Leona.
Oh, 에바지.
Was that Leona? What the hell was that? Is that Rel as Leona? How cool is it? This champ, I love this champion design. I think Irelia Rework was one of the better ones. I know people call it cancer and hard to play against, but I think Riot Games did a pretty good job. One thing that gets me is that Faker doesn't use skins, and he doesn't know what he's missing out in with IG Irelia. Literally, probably one of, like, the IG skin line is so good, man. Got the God Drinker, and now we're going to come into the side lane.
아, 뭐야 이거 버그.
Can't resell, buddy. He just left base. Now he's assessing the map to see where to go. Top lane tower still stands, so it's the most valuable. No objective either. And then Ashley over covers mid, so it makes sense he goes top here. A lot of people just... I feel like it's not really spoken about. Like a lot of high-elo players just know what lane to allocate themselves towards in the mid to late. Where low-elo players just have no idea where to go, where to get resources. You need to be assessing the lanes like as you're backing. You need to be thinking about what you're buying, but also how the lane states are. Where the most resources are going to be, or where the next fight's going to break out. Baron's coming up. Top side is important. Faker has no TP. Like, there's small things like that. And obviously his bot lane's covering mid. Like, why he wouldn't run there. Blue buff coming up. I want to steal the blue buff away, but without flash, it's kind kind of risky. And Faker's playing pretty low risk this game, if I'm honest. Jeez, is he have 100 CS lead or was that 90? Oh, I reckon he could have killed there if he's sitting. The sweeper for the Silas probably would have spotted him, but Ash Arrow comes through. Faker has these Qs here to stack up his passive.
아, 렉 무섭다.
Nothing able to happen from it. They don't have any wave either, so they're going to chase through. Leona ults onto the Viego. Silas steals the Irelia ult. Interesting. It's always really good to fight around the Baron at 20 minutes because it's just, if your team has a lead or you're confident you're going to win the 5v5, it's a good way to just open up the game, right? You just break open the game with an ace into a Baron and that's game over. Simple as that. Set gets picked out for no reason though. Rel? Did they not sweep of that? Anyways, Rel overconfident with that engage. They must have been a ward though, saw that they walked in. Good engage by Rel, there's just no team follow-up. Watch the E. Goes wide on the Kai'Sa. And the enemy team are just getting zoned by Faker. Like, they couldn't move up there just because of Faker's presence.
뛰어. 점프 Q.
Jump Q, yes sir. Here, Draven. That should be a Baron Rush.
나궁 어디 간 거지?
This Silas is really useless. He's just had too weak of a laning phase. He just wasn't able to get anything done in the side lanes. He got a couple of picks off there with TPs or roams or whatever, but... Is he 3 levels down now? Like, it's just too much. Hempunk sword? Seems legit. Please give us the bot lane farm. Cheers. Couple of small mechanics, like he's just making sure when you auto, you don't just auto click. Like you auto and then you click afterwards. You'll see him do it, or he'll just auto Q for the instant animation. It's a lot of people just like they just have a lot. Their autos aren't smooth. You're not canceling them. And it's kind of like, it's kind of specific from champion to champion is the problem with like the attack speed. And for the flank, he's all pinked out. Asho hits. It's him versus Viego and Rel. Good luck chasing them, dude. He's kind of hover grouping more than I thought he would, actually. As he gets the Rel. Really nice team fighting. This is Korean high elo, man. You feel like you're in a pro game at sometimes. And then other times it can just feel like a silver game. It's really weird. I guess the silver games are just normally when, you know, if top and jungle or something loses, like the enemy just open at 15, the game's done. People just don't give a fuck. They don't want to waste time as well. I think it's Korean Challenger that has the lowest, on average, game time. Hey. Straight to full health. He's just looking for the back end. Goes in for the Kai'Sa. I think he's stuffed up here. No, he did not, Drew. That W. I'm gonna get a quick replay of that R flash. What the hell was he doing on that? Poor guy. He panicked a little bit. And they should be able to close out the game here. Gets the kill. Ends up in the base. And that's GG. How, like, that was just a perfect game except that last bit. Clean as a whistle. And we're going to jump onto the second game. And this one won't be from his point of view, guys. It's just going to be like from my point of view, so we don't see all the inputs. So if you're looking for a smoother game, maybe stick around. As long as I can get the end.
와,
Nice.
이렇게.
Come on, lads. Finish her off. GG. On to the second game now. This will be a lot more cruisy, a lot more laid back, guys. The first game was very intense, I won't lie. Even my eyes kind of hurt from watching him play a full game. Just a lot of goddamn inputs and APM. I don't know how he does that for what I would assume he'd be playing probably more than 12 hours of League every day. With maybe 1 or 2 days, like probably 1 day off a week. Like, holy shit. No wonder so many of these gamers get wrist issues early on. As he's into a Sylas again. Enemy Yasuo is P-Zhang, the best Yasuo in the world, so I need to be cautious of him. He's into a Ziggs butt, so good luck playing into one of the most broken bot laners in the game. As we hit level 2, E goes wide, Juke out onto the Sylas E. And once again, the matchups would play out very similar. FAKER trying to make the wave sit in the middle of the lane, and then just looking for some all-ins with the E's if they can land it, and getting some grievous wounds through the executioners, as it's very hard to land your E onto Sylas. That's the one problem, right? If Sylas is smart, he'll never get hit by the Irelia E. She can't get the reset, she's useless. Come on. You gotta try and predict it, maybe. Will FAKER miss a CS? Nope. Perfect CS. Jesus Christ. I think last game he only missed 1. This one he doesn't miss a single one. Now we'll get the hard shove. Move in for some vision control. Try and set up the Zins out. Hey, what's going on over here, guys? Down Viego. Wouldn't mind these. FAKER, the E2 does land. And we pick up that kill for ourselves. Thank you very much, good sir. You got a feel for the Sylas. Double buffs onto FAKER. Oh, that is not a good time. Both mids still with the TP, but... Okay, Nautilus. We instantly teleport into the bot lane looking for the UV2. Let's see if we can pick up the Yasuo. It does land. Q straight onto P-Zhang. Grab that kill for ourselves. And we're 2-0 to start the game. That's the way I like it. Oh, dude. The Viego just got there in time. We foul. Oh. Come on. Get the resets. Nice. Beautiful flash for flash. Why would Sylas go for that? Hey, what the hell? There's no shot he got that. Where the hell did that base damage come from? I thought FAKER was fine to go back in. And if I was a Sylas, I guess I'd be happy with that. Not bad. FAKER chilling in base, going for that Blade of the Ruin King again. And he gets Executioners way early this game too. I think last time he actually went Blade of the Ruin King, then Executioners, but this time on the first back he could buy it. Nautilus. Most of the supports guys in high elo, you'll notice, after their first back, they'll just roam mid. So if you see the enemy bot lane reset, like, Oh, that's a really nice mid lane freeze. Dude, like, especially in like high elos. Or if you're a... No, this is probably better for just a support main if you're looking at like how to climb. Low elo supports just run down bot. High elo supports, you'll see, will run down mid. They'll even cheese top lane gank. You're playing something like the Nautilus or Leona. They won't just run down bot over and over and over again. They want to impact the map. Get some deep vision out. Poor Silas completely zoned away from the wave here. Faker showing him who's boss, halfway to 6. And let me know in the comments below if any of you guys have tried that Graves mid out. I got a couple people who came into stream last night, so they're starting to do work with it. And I do like the pick. I need to start playing it a little bit more. The one thing that triggers me about Graves is number 1, they lost his bloody cigar, and then number 2 is I used to play. Now this one might be, you know, a little bit boomer, but I used to play old Graves, man, bot lane, pre-rework Graves. He was the cleanest AD carry in the game, and they took that away from him and made him this weird auto-attacking, fucking just weirdo, dude. I don't know what their deal was, but anyways, that's what I got against that. As I'm actually pretty impressed with how this Silas has been keeping up. His CS is phenomenal. He's going to pull another freeze, is he? You dirty dog. You dirty boy. He grabs the freeze. And I think he can get a 1v1. Hits the ultimate, looking for the... Blocks all the damage out with the Q. E gets the reset. And we're able to get the 1v1. Sorry, he blocked the damage with the W there. That was a nice 1v1. I knew he could look for the all-in. The only reason he could was because he had the grievous wounds. I think as soon as you get that, you can start playing more aggressively into the Silas matchup. And my man's is on his way to another pop-off game. Only problem at the moment is the enemy Akali could pose a problem. But this game will be super exciting because you got Akali, Viego, Silas, Yasuo. Like, there's going to be a lot of like mechanical action and outplays happening in the mid to late game. Nautilus hovering mid, probably going to try and help him shove it in. And Irelia that's been impressing me recently has been Tyler 1. He has like a 90% Irelia win rate. Silas moving in. Actually crazy, looks at that all in. Faker ultimate still on a 60-second cooldown. He'll just sustain off the wave here. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Looking to try and get behind the Viego. Can't find him. TP coming out here. Viego actually going in. Gets the stun. Faker doesn't have ult, remember? I'm trying to... Gets the blue. When's our ultimate? 15 seconds still. Ziggs bomb. Hell yes. This actually should be really good. We have Blast Plant to get over to. Looking to try and get the Akali first, remember? Take away all the damage. E. Lands. Gets the reset. Thank you very much. Huge fight for blue side. The one problem is this Yasuo is just piss chilling on the bot side plates. I don't know how many he's got. Come on, man. That should be ours. Look, there's only one plate left on the bot side now. Faker should back for the Bladed Rune King here. Gets the blade. It's such a strong spike when you get this Bladed Rune King in the early game, guys. Instantly start looking for 1v1s and all-ins. I swear to God, it's one of the best spikes in the game. So super underrated. Now I'm wondering what the next item will be. Will it be Gore Drinker into... I think Wit's End makes a lot of sense here. Because you're into the Akali and the Silas. And they're both going to be the side lane threats. So... no matter who they send down, unless it's a Yasuo, but he should be underleveled, so. The Wit's End would make a lot of sense. TP is coming out. Faker does have TP. He's been super reserved with his TPs in these VOD reviews we've been watching, though. Only really does it when it's a surefire thing. Doesn't just coin flip TP. And now, it's guaranteed plates. Let's work this tower down. I really love, like, look at Irelia's auto attack with those blades. Like, it's actually kind of, it's pretty cool. I won't lie. Now we going for the TP, are we, boy? Looking to come in. Has flash. Oh my god, he's just gonna get absolutely exploded. He didn't respect the Akali damage. No way that Akali almost outplayed them there. And Faker, very greedy. I did not think... Like, he did have flash, but I don't think he expected that much damage to come out from the Akali. And unfortunately, he dies and Yasuo will get the bot lane tower. And this is not a guy you want to be giving gold to, trust me. No TP. Got flash, dragons up. I think they're gonna have to try and they're going to have to concede the dragon, I believe. Too risky considering Set's topside, and we have no vision at all. I think Faker needs to be a little, yeah, get the ward out. Yeah. Oh, they're all committing on the Trundle. Well, that means that Xin should be able to pick up the dragon then. Yeah. Should have been, I told him, he should have listened to me. Pops the ultimate. Hey, both E's land though. How is that even possible? Like, that's not even fair. There's so much healing in this guy's kit. I thought he was stuffed. Is that Nautilus ult, Viego all in? I was about to give him a stern talking to for face checking whilst knowing there's no vision in River, but here I am. Looking the fool. That's okay. Faker makes a lot of people look like a fool. Especially if you all in when he's playing Singed mid. As we look for the all-in. We get the Silas. I think he flashes the last tower shot. Gets the tower up. And if this guy doesn't make worlds, I will cry. I swear to God, I will cry in my bedroom alone. So we've resetted, come in our base now. We have two items. We have the Gore Drinker and the Blade of the Ruined King. We can start to play like an absolute madman when we hit these two items. Still hasn't completed boots though. Nautilus ulti comes through. He doesn't have ulti and he just gets, okay, well, he just gets exploded. Yeah, I don't know about that. Just a little bit too aggressive, that's all it was. And I'm wondering what boots he'll go. What do you guys think? Trying to assess. There's a little bit, I mean, there's quite a bit of CC, I guess. There's got Viego, Nautilus, and Silas. Mercs could be okay. Ninja Tabai would only really give you some damage reduction against the Yasuo. Honestly, both boots aren't the greatest, but you don't really see many Irelia players going for aggressive boots. Like, you don't see them going for things like Lucidity or Zerkers or something like that. It's normally the two defensive boots. This game, I'd probably say I'd go Mercs just to try and avoid a little bit of the CC frontlining. But last time, I think last game he went Tabai though. But he was into a Draven and fed Kai'Sa, but we'll see. Okay. Silas, you're 2 levels behind, buddy. Put some respect on my name. You always need to be very cautious in spots like this, guys. Hundreds and hundreds of mid laners. Timeless classic. Get caught out here when shoving. With shoving, you see the Viego right here. Like, it is in the back of your mind when you have no vision and you don't know where the enemy team is and you're saying, they could be here. And then you walk in and face check and then they're all there and you die and you're like, fuck. Next time, just respect it, dude. You're getting nothing by moving up. Just goddamn respect it. It's easy to say and it's so hard to do, I know. But let's all just stop getting picked out for no reason. probably once or twice per game on deaths, I'm still getting picked for no reason. Just stupid deaths. And you're getting off of the map, and small differences like that can be the game changer. Even if you think in the death they get no objective, they get nothing, they regain map control and things like this. It's very important. As here we go. These don't land. No flash, but we have ultimate. As you can see, the set is just hard forcing in. I'm not sure how you're going to go about this, buddy. Nautilus flash hook. Ziggs respects it. And I really need to get to that bot lane wave. Trundle's an absolute psycho. TP comes in. And they are sure set on getting this mid lane tower. It's not going to happen against the Ziggs though. And look at them all grouping. It'd be so nice to be in a side lane really deep shoving right now. Ziggs gets his demonic embrace, by the way. I love this build. Fake gets the steel capped toe boots and he comes out. I guess he wants to negate some of the damage from the Viego, but mainly the Yasuo. He's very farmed. Yasuo has the shield bow too. And I don't know. He's the same level as the... Do you reckon he can win a 1v1 against the Akali? That E lands. Ultimate doesn't. And Akali has the level advantage here too. Has the Rift Maker. W doesn't land. This is an absolute disaster. But does it even matter? Q. Nice. Auto Q for the finish. That was bloody close. As Viego is not done. Like, if he plays in the wave with the sustain, I think he can win it. Viego pops in with the ultimate. Look at the sustain. And we're able to get out there. Really nice patience by Faker. And really nice abuse of this broken champion. So much sustain coming out. Board Drinker. Bladed or Ring King. And he actually just missed everything on the Akali. But I was super surprised at how much damage his autos do. His autos just do too much. Stacks his passive up and just does like 700 damage. I don't know. Doesn't really seem fair, but his team running away with the game now. 5k, almost gold lead. Ali, do you want Shum? She does not. Maybe she does? No. No, you don't, buddy. As we hit the reset. Probably run top here with the teleport, I'd say. Next item, let's see. It's gonna be the Wits End. Nice. I really like this purchase. This pickup is beautiful because, number one, it just negates the Akali side lane pressure. Because Trundle is 1 in 7 and just never gonna, like, he's useless. So it's gonna be Faker, and he has to try and survive this Akali all in. Plus, the extra damage reduction into the Silas is not bad. Once again, he's going to be very patient because he's seeing no vision. Smart. Learn from this. There's no need to rush it in. And they were all... Look at that. They all were waiting. Dude, Faker has a goddamn... What do you... Dude, have you guys seen the movie Harry Potter? And do you know when Harry gets given that map where he can see everyone in Hogwarts Castle running around? Faker has that of League of Legends in his brain, I swear to God. And we need to try and confiscate it from him because he's cheating. He just has such a good game sense, I'm telling you. As we're looking for a little skirmishy around the Baron as it spawns once again. Very common in Korean high elo where they just flip the game at 20 minutes around Baron. Huge ultimate. We've got resets on everybody. Faker making his way through. Nautilus. You're probably going to die there, buddy. Cheers for that. Gets a double. What more can we get? Slowed by the Viego, who's impersonating Trundle. We can't make anything more of it. Probably have enough for the Wits End. It's a pretty cheap item. Wouldn't be surprised if he looks for the reset and then they try and set up the Baron again. No? Feeling cheeky. He's got flash. If they kill the Viego, they can instantly look Nash. Yep. This should be a Baron Nashor. I reckon he should have moved in and get hit by that. Alright, so the call is now Baron. FAKER uses the W, but it's not enough. That Nautilus hitbox catches him off guard, and that is not a good call. This Yasuo lands any knockups, it might be a problem. Kali. Yas hits the ult, gets one, flashes out, but it's not enough. Now Kali looking to try and pick up the Ziggs. I think Kali just bails, yeah. And he gets picked up as well. Team is clutching it here. FAKER's got the TP. I reckon they rush Nash. FAKER TP's in 10. He has the wit's end as well. Who the heck is that? Silas. Now FAKER looking to wrap around behind the Viego. He had vision on the Viego. You can see him. Viego gets the reset onto the Trundle. And FAKER fail flashes, by the way. He tried to follow. Jesus Christ. And this is just complete chaos around the pit. Finally, can we get the Baron, guys? We can. Looking for another reset. Hopefully, I reckon you stop and you get a stopwatch. Let's see. Any stoppies? Ah, Holyfield Warhammer, you... God damn it. Gonna run out, try and contest the Drake. I think Irelia overall, chat, like... If you're looking to, like, one-trick a champion and become... You're a very mechanical guy, you know, you play champs like the Yasuo, Yone, Fizz, Kiana. Like, you're into these type of champions. Like, Irelia is a good champ to pick up. It's fun. You can have a good win rate on Irelia. Just know that overall, I think Irelia has a very bad win rate, and she usually doesn't perform very well. The problem is, it's because it's such a high skill champion, you need to know your limits. You need to be actually somewhat patient and reserved to make this type of champion work. You can't always be high test, running in, trying to kill everyone, because you will explode and average more than 10 deaths a game. So it's a non-noob friendly champion in my opinion. So just know that, like, you know, if it really ever does have like an overall 50% win rate, she's completely busted, because the players who can actually play her at the top ceiling, like FAKER, like Chovy, you're not going to be able to play against them because Irelia will be so busted at that stage where there's no counterplay. You can see. Moving in now. He's closing in on 4 items. The Silas is only on 2. Viego has a nice little flank. Here comes the Akali. Who is going to win the team fight? Oh, here we go. They get obliterated. Complete greed looking for the end. And this should be a team wipe. Yasuo's on 3 items as well. Oh, well, perfect. We got some more game time on our hands. I reckon they can clutch. It's only they're only 3k gold behind, and they have the craziest solo queue comp ever. Oh, they should be able to get probably 2 towers. I'd say is pushing it, but let's see what they go for. No, the enemy. No, there's no TPs. They should be fine. As long as they know. If they knew there's no TPs, it's fine. FAKER pinging onto the top side. Want to shove in the top lane wave and then move to the red side jungle. Start putting out wards there. And you can see the MR coming out from blue side here. You get the Spear of Visage from the Trundle. Xin and Irelia with the Wit's End. And then Set getting pretty beefy as well. I'd be worried about the Yasuo at this point though. That's the problem. No flash, no TP. It's going to be an old school 5v5 under the tower here, I reckon. Now, Faker's he's a little bit late to this fight. Let's see. Moving in. Hits the ultimate. Looking to try and get the Viego now. Doesn't actually get him. I'm going to keep on trying to weave these autos. He does get the Viego. Sitting on the outskirts, moving in, trying to get the Silas. Hits the grievous wounds on him. Ziggs picks him up. Let's see if Faker's able to live. Gets the stun if it's going to be enough. And the Akali does go down. The Yasuo is still up though. Come on, Yas. Show him. I feel like Ziggs and the Yasuo is so good. Look at the little troll. You can just put your E down and then the Yasuo can't move. Okay, hitting the top lane up after the reset. Well, the reset by death. Forced reset. And just know we have the teleport still to regroup, guys. Don't do this if you don't have TP. Just run straight mid to be with your team. Your team will do something dumb, trust me. But now he's able to just a hard shove through the top side wave, then TP to regroup. And he'll be checking, like you already know if you watched the last VOD, Faker will be just F-keying on these people absolutely every half a millisecond to check what's going on in the map. Let's try and get a base first. No, he cancels it. Viego gets picked for no reason. He'll hard shove the top side. And you got Cloud Soul on its way in the next 30. Hey, getting claps on Care. I think if Faker dies, but I was going to say if Faker dies, they get and confirms Cloud Soul, it's a good trade. But I just don't think, I think they're going to get Cloud Soul regardless, so you don't need to die at all. This sounds like my streamer delusion where I'm like, yeah, I got picked, but we got Cloud Soul, it's worth. It's like, dude, you didn't need to get picked though. Like it was a free soul. As we hit the Maw now, good luck trying to do damage with him against him if you're the Akali Lasalis here. And they pick up the Cloud Soul. That will feel very clean for some of these champs. I'm wondering why he doesn't hard split down bot side with TP here if Nash is up, right? I guess he just thinks that he has such a power spike that he just wants to group and force a 5v5. Oh. See, I feel like someone like Chovy would have just hard split bot here. And then just used the TP as Faker moves in. Let's see if he can get an ultimate off. Looking to try and hunt out the Akali in the Shroud. And that Xin Zhao is dead. Really bad positioning here. Faker has flash. If he sees them all clumped, he'll probably R-flash. The problem is if Yasuo wins walls it, just FF the game. Look at this game, man. I really think if the enemy team starts Baron, they're trolling. Ziggs will just shred them alive. And looking for it. You got the mid lane wave here, so the enemy team has to react. They'll start panicking. Clear that mid lane wave. Are they sacking? What's going on? They have vision on the pit. Okay, the vision's gone. They need somebody to check here. They're on it for sure. Ziggs bombs comes out. Let's look, see how it's going. Viego picks up the Nash, but here comes the Xin Zhao. Faker looking to move in. Hits the two-man E. He's kiting it. Gets exhausted by the Yasuo, by the way. Huge ultimate. He's going to rinse through this team fight. Look at him shred. Gets the double. Looking for the triple now. Doesn't get it. Sticks with the double. TP's mid lane wave. Oh yeah, what a fiesta of a fight. I thought they lost it, man. I thought they lost it, but they do end up getting the ace for the Nash. What a high elo game. That's going to be the end of it. Jeez Louise. 15, 6, and 12. Hectic game. But nonetheless, guys, hopefully you're a little bit wiser on Irelia from this game. If you don't play Irelia, maybe you learned something new about her to try and play against her. And overall, guys, these videos, you know, like, we just sit back, we commentate. Hopefully you guys can pick up a thing or two from watching these games. I think even overall, if you're not really paying much attention, it's still good to, like, subconsciously watch these games, and in the back of your mind, you're kind of learning new things. Even if you're not actively thinking about learning new things, I think subconsciously you do learn. So anyways, guys, until next time, on the next video, I catch you later, all right? Peace. Love you all.